Hey, welcome back to Whitetail Garage. Today we're going to look at a 2015 Lincoln Navigator. So if you have a Ford Expedition in that same range, you may be having the same problem. The issue here is the AC's blowing nice and strong. We've got it maxed out, but if I hit the button here, we can see that it is in fact not changing, right? So no matter what, fan motor stays the same. So we're going to take a look at that. I think I know what the fix is, but we'll work on that together and see what we figure out. So typically it's the blower motor, and you need to know the right one to order. Ask me how I know. Yeah, so if you go to Dorman's website, I like Dorman products. I'm not affiliated or anything like that, but if you go to Dorman's website and you plug in 2015 Lincoln Navigator, blower motor resistor, this is the one that comes up. And then Amazon usually has great prices and good return policies, so I usually look it up on Dorman, buy it from Amazon. Here's what came in. The problem is this did not match my blower motor up front. The reason is this is the blower motor blower motor resistor for the rear blower motor. So if you're having an issue with the rear blower motor, that's the one you want, 984602. Not the one I need. This is the one I need. My front blower motor is the one giving me the problems, and this is what my front one looks like. With the exception of the plastic on my front one is white. This is the connection style, which you can't really see through the bubble wrap, but that's the proper connection style. And this kit even comes with a new pigtail, because these a lot of times will melt if you're running them at that high. If you don't go fix this issue soon, and it just always runs at that high, with the blower motor resistor damaged, it can heat up and damage that coil. So we're going to dig into the vehicle and I'll show you where it's at. All right, passenger side of the vehicle. The glove box. You need to empty out your glove box. Bear with me. Empty out your glove box, and then these tabs on either side will come down for you to let it out. And then this was already busted on mine the last time I checked for something underneath here. Honestly, don't even know where that's supposed to plug in, so maybe I can find that. But I think it's just supposed to reduce the drop speed of this thing when you open it up, maybe. I don't really know, because it doesn't really like absorb anything, so I don't know. That's just that. Anyways, blower motor or resistor that we want is right there. You're probably going to have to access it from the bottom. I'm hoping with an extension we'll be able to get to both sides, but there's a bolt on either side, and then that pigtail, and it'll come right out. So I'm going to go get the socket set for that. I'm going to try it with a wobble swivel on the end of a long extension of a 1/4-inch drive. Let me grab that. Okay, I believe I was looking at an 8 on that guy. So 8? No, this is a 9. Yeah, I didn't remember if I had a 9 on this rack. 8. Where are you at? 8 milli. There we go. Nice long extension. 1/4-inch drive. Let's see if this does work. All right. Let's see if we can get to it with this guy. Yeah, you can see we can get up there, but I don't know if we can get up there enough. That looks like it's enough. There we go. So you can kind of see the angle at which I'm attacking. That's working. And get it back on there. Come on, guy. That's one bolt. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and pull the pigtail off going to come from the bottom. There's a pan on bottom that kind of hides the under dash that you can remove. And I may have to remove that, but I'm going to try not to have to remove that. So that's that pigtail. There's a button at the bottom. I'll show you in the package where to go for that. And in that kit, I'll show you. But let me see if I can reach the other one way back there in the back. Looks like I can. Oh, she slipped off. Go. Oh. It's at enough of a severe angle where the socket doesn't want to stay on. So I imagine there are multiple ways to solve for this guy, but with the right tools, it's a fairly simple job. Okay, and there's the other screw. So now, I don't even know what I did with the first one. Oh, there it is. Now I can remove this guy, and it just slides right out. Okay, well, it slid down there. There we go. So that's our guy. There's nothing that I can see that's like visibly wrong with it. It seems fine. So I don't know if this will be my issue or not, but it's not necessarily always obvious. There is a circuit board in here. It's not like the old days where you had just different wires with resistors on it. So I'm gonna go grab the other part. Be right back. All right. So the other part right here. Get it out of this package. So there's the other part. Comes with a brand new gasket, which is nice. And same size and same style as the other. Right? Got the same clip, same size, same everything. So all of it's the same. Comparing those two sides, right? So, and I've had really good luck with Dorman products, like I said. I haven't had any issues with the products I bought from Dorman. They don't carry everything, but they carry a subset of things. And, you know, if I'm buying from AutoZone or O'Reilly's or any of those places and they've got a Dorman product, then I'm typically going to route for a Dorman product over like an AC Delco or any of those others. Just my preference. I've had really good luck with them. So let me show you. I'm going to open up this kit. I don't intend on using it, but I just want to open it up to show you how you unplug that. It's getting windy all of a sudden. How you unplug that pigtail, because you were kind of blind to it. But if I show you here, there's a button down here. You've got to press that down, and with these bigger connectors, I find that if I press it down and then push in and then pull out is usually the best luck I get. So, and then sometimes you need a screwdriver to kind of just twist the flat blade screwdriver against the end here to kind of get it, like when you're pressing the button, you twist and kind of get it to play nice with you. A little persuasion. So there is that. So let's get this new guy in, see if it fixes our weird AC problem. And we'll go from there. So here we go. Gonna go back in. You know what? Let's get some light on this subject. All right. Well, that's about the best I can do because that light is big and it's kind of in the way. So again, this might have just been easy enough to drop that bottom piece, and I might find myself chasing a screw here in a minute and removing it anyway. We'll see. Ooh, dropped it again. It's kind of hard with the light in the way and the camera in the way and everything else in the way and my hand in the way. Let's see what I'm doing here. Ooh, sorry, bumped you. Give me a second. Let me get this guy in here. I got the pigtail trying to get in my way. Did I get it? There we go. I slid it in there. It's in there. It's in the spot. So let's get a bolt up in there. Look at that. There we go. See if I can thread this guy. Camera's always got to be right where my arm needs to be, you know. There we go. I think I got it. I got it. All right. That's good. This guy back in there. These aren't like super tight. Like you don't break your ratchet trying to put these on. They're plastic, and the aggressive nature of that screw, you'll just rip the plastic right apart trying to screw that in. So I'm gonna have to get you out of the way to put this back screw in. All right, tricky, but I got the back screw in. So now let me get my ratchet on the guy. There we go, that guy's installed, with the exception of the pigtail. And we'll install the pigtail right now. Again, make sure you inspect that pigtail, make sure it's not melted, because that's why we've got the kit. All right, so I got to walk around to the other side so I can depress the brake while I'm doing this. And hopefully we've been fixed. All right, here's hoping, because it should immediately start. Well, it may be on high. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. See, that's a good sign already, because they're not kicking on. It came on nice and slow like they used to in the past. I forgot it even did that. Let's see. Here we go. That did it. Awesome. So we've got correct air. Hopefully you can hear it, but comes on nice and slow. Like I said, I forgot these even did that, where the air is kind of a delayed response. I'm sure you can hear that massive amount of air, and then it does that nice delayed. Let's stick it on auto and make it nice and cold in here. Should crank the AC up. Max AC. Nice and high. And then again, if I drop it down, we're good to go. Perfect. All right, well, simple fix. Again, that part number is the Dorman 973399 if you need that. Like I said, I've always had good results with the Dorman product. There is a different one for the front and the back, so pay attention to that. Look at your connector, look at the way it's shaped, and make sure you're matching that as you're looking for the part. And color's not necessarily a factor. You saw how the one I pulled out was white, the one I put in was black. That's just the plastic choice of the manufacturer. So, like I said, Dorman was a good product. They're an inexpensive product. I like Dorman, so I used them on the exhaust manifold on this exact truck. So, good product. So that's what I was working on this weekend. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.